There's a lot of stuff going on online about dopamine detox and how that's what you need to do in order to get to the next level. And I kind of think it's all bull because I don't think that's what it takes for lasting change. And in this video, I'm going to tell you guys why a dopamine detox isn't the solution and what you can do in order to actually create meaningful change in your life and get the benefits that you would expect to get from a dopamine detox. So if you're not familiar with the concept of dopamine detox, it's basically lowering your levels of stimulation for a week or a month or a specific amount of time in order to lower your baseline dopamine. If you want to learn more about this, go look at my other video that's kind of a full guide telling you everything I know about dopamine. But essentially, people think that if they just take a week off of their phone or take a week off of social media, that their baseline dopamine will be lower enough so that they can find motivation to do more meaningful things like go to the gym or read or start a business or stop procrastinating. And yes, this is true. After a week or so, you will feel more motivation to do these things. But the only problem is the mindset behind it. It's almost like the idea of being on a diet. Like once it ends, then what? You're probably going to go back to the exact same ways and the same habits, same patterns that you were before, because that's just how the mind works. We have some very strong connections rooted in our brain when it relates to stimulation and these things that give us instant gratification and dopamine. So if you're not changing your lifestyle and who you actually are after that week takes place, then 10 times out of 10, you're going to end up in the exact same place. You're going to need to do a dopamine detox like every month, just to see like a little bit of incremental increase in your motivation. But the solution to this is to make it a lifestyle. You don't have to think of it as this thing that you just do for a week or this thing that you just do for a month. You can make a dopamine detox your lifestyle so that you lower your stimulation levels. You aren't constantly stimulated. You're not constantly wasting your dopamine away on screens, giving your attention away to someone who's just gonna sell it and use you for your data. You can take back your attention. You can take back your time. You can take back your dopamine by simply changing your lifestyle and the habits you have surrounding your consumption and whatever form of instant gratification is making your dopamine baseline super high. So it all starts with recognizing where your dopamine is going and why. And often a lot of people use it on their phones, like scrolling through their phone all the time. Social media is a huge one. Instant gratification, junk foods, they all increase your dopamine baseline, lower your motivation. So taking breaks from these things will help. But cutting these things out entirely, or at least creating a limit on how much you can have, will change your life. And so that starts with like setting a screen time limit. Maybe it's permanently deleting social media. Personally, I use a flip phone as my main phone to like lower my amount of stimulation and help me keep me focused and on track, because these iPhones that y'all have, it's like literally a slot machine in your pocket. It's built and engineered to steal your attention, but that's another video. I'll put like link up there or something. And so by recognizing these ways that you're wasting your dopamine, cutting them out, or at least creating limits, like maybe you just have highly processed foods on Sunday. Maybe you limit your screen time to 20 minutes a day. Have your friend set the password. And this will result in meaningful change that's sustainable, that will last far beyond your 7-day dopamine detox, and will actually create meaningful change in your life, because it's changing the connections in your brain. It's changing who you are. It's calming down your nervous system and your brain and helping you find satisfaction in the more meaningful things in life, like taking action towards your goals, like connecting with people, like developing yourself and aligning your actions with who you really want to be. And so I think that's really the secret. That's what everyone is trying to get from this dopamine detox, but I think they're approaching it in the wrong way, because just like people will go on a diet for 12 weeks, lose a whole bunch of weight, then the diet's over and they go back to normal living and then they gain all that weight back. That's exactly what's going to happen with your dopamine detox. So don't think about it as a detox. Think about it as a way of life, changing your lifestyle, and even better yet, changing who you are. Become someone who doesn't overstimulate their brain. Become someone who doesn't fall victim to instant gratification. Become someone who puts their actions in alignment with their goals and who they are trying to be. That is all I got for you guys today. If you stayed to this point in the video, thank you. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.